All right, I haven't done a live in a long time on here, but here I am. My name is Stephanie. I am the mom of Five Find Freedom. Any videos you see online or pictures or anything is me doing it. Homeschool the kids and we travel and all that. So the last few videos I've been doing have been like my curriculum for 6th grade and my curriculum for 10th grade, and I thought everything was figured out. But I wanted to show some changes I thought about doing, and I was getting some orders, so I thought it'd be fun to watch just do some unboxing. So right now I'm in my RV. My 2 children are occupied for the moment. My husband's out of town. He'll be back here later. I was trying to find a perfect time to do all this, and it just didn't happen. So I'm just going to do kind of an unboxing, like I opened it to make sure it was there. And plus I had to take some stuff out because my daughter's birthday's tomorrow. She turns 14. And I had to figure out, what was in there that was hers or not hers or whatnot. So my very last video was I think 6th grade curriculum. That has since changed. That has just since changed. I'm gonna have my boy grab me one more set of books. One more set of books from the tote of my homeschool curriculum that I already have here. Because what he's gonna show me, I can't talk today. What he has to show me, what he's gonna bring to me, I'm gonna show you that is he's gonna be doing instead of Ileana. It's a whole thing. Anyways, I'm just gonna talk. If you guys have any questions about things I have on here, just pop it up in the chat. If it's after and you're watching this after, I am live with my badly worded talking, then just pop it down in the comments and any questions. So this video is just going to be showing you what I got, kind of talking about my thought process about why I was doing that and why I did some changes. And then, I'm going to do another video. My next video coming up after this one will kind of be like a wrap up, like what I've been doing, where we've been doing anything, because I haven't been showing much videos about like traveling and things like that. And then I'm going to be showing some things we've done this past school year that we liked or didn't like and why we chose to go forward with that or not. Jackson, in that orange tote over there, get the ones that say geography on it, please. Anyways, if you guys can hear me okay, let me know. I'm pretty sure you guys can be able to hear me fine. Sorry if you're listening. Okay, so I'm going to start. So like I said, the boxes are opened, so I don't have to open them on camera. But what's up, Jack?
It ended.
What ended?
The book.
Oh no. Okay. What book was it that you ended? Okay. So distracting around here. Like my tabs are going 20 miles an hour in my brain. Oh, come here. So Jackson, my 11-year-old, just finished this book, which means I didn't order the next book in the series, huh? Yes. Hi, Mally. How's it going? I didn't really have a plan about what I was going to talk about first, second, third, last, or anything like that. So, all right. So originally in one of my videos, I talked about Ileana doing geography for like a half a year or something like that. But then when I really was looking in it, I realized that it was going to be a little bit, leave the cat alone, Jackson, now. Put the cat down. Put her down. Thank you. Hey, Bunny, why don't you try this book out? Let me know what you think. So I've had this book a while. It's called The Book of Magic. We got it from Books A Million. He's going to give it a whirl and see how he likes some magic books. Magic stories in there. Anyways, as I was saying, I was looking through it to see how it was laid out and all that. But I realized that this geography book series that I got for Ileana was for grades 6 and up, and she's doing like 10th and 11th grade work, so I figured it was gonna be too easy for her. But Jackson is doing 7th grade work, so it'd be right in his wheelhouse there. So It comes in 3. It's from Memoria Press. They have a website, Memoria Press Academy. Where did I order these from? Oh, I got these at Mardell Christian bookstores in Texas, but you can also find them online. The reason I like this one, Jackson likes workbooks. He likes, what do I have to do in like each day? So let's do with the student text. Okay. So as you can see, it says geography 2 on there. It comes in 3 sections. So the first one is about the Middle East, North Africa, and Europe. And then this section is, Jackson, put that banderole up, please. Now, the second one is this one, the Sub-Saharan Africa, Asia, Oceania, and the Americas. And the third one is exploring and mapping the world. Anyways, here's the student text. So here's unit 1. Okay. Oh, so horrible at this. So we got the introduction, and then we have lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, and it's lots of mapping. So we got that, the student workbook, and then the student guide. When I got them at Mardell's in person, they were $15.95 a piece, so $45 for the whole 3-book set, which really isn't that bad because it was brand new. So Jackson is going to be doing geography instead of Ileana because she's kind of past that. All right, next in my box of goodies is, I don't know if I've showed this before, but is the School Nest 12-month undated homeschool lesson planning notebook. So when I ordered it, I knew it was undated, but I didn't realize it was going to be that chunky. Look at that. So, I'm pretty sure I showed some of this before. I like it because it has an area for index. It has the year overview. And then it has a place for field trips you can track and a place to keep track of book lists. So I'm going to write down like what the kids read, whether it was what they wanted to read on their own or it was assigned reading, and then a curriculum checkoff list. All right. What else do I have in here? Okay, so I'm going to say, well, yeah. Okay, so Ileana. Yeah, I know, that is funky. Let's see. I don't even know how many pages it is. Does it even titled? Nope, it is not. All right, so each month has this undated calendar you can put in. So you can start like on Sundays or Mondays or whatever. Okay, I've already dated them and put a sticker for the month. I think I dated the months through like September or something. So after that is a monthly page. And then we got this page right here. Like a weekly goals and notes for week 1. And then a schedule. So if you need to do things at certain times, it has this schedule right here. I don't have like a top-down view camera thing, so that's why I'm not doing that. And then it has a weekly plan. And it is 6 boxes across and 7 boxes down. So you could do a whole week, the whole regular week and not just Monday through Friday. So that's that. All right. So Ileana is 14 tomorrow. She's already done U.S. history and world history, 2 years of history. So the next thing in order would be economics and government. In my brain, I'm like, oh, she should do more history or this or that or ease up because she's only 14. But she's ready for it. Her reading comprehension level is pretty high. And so I thought about like different types of like curriculum made for homeschool or whatnot. But I ended up going with actual textbooks that I got on Amazon. They were like, one was like 10 something, one was 12 something, and they were used editions. But check this out. The spine is not cracked. It's a McGraw-Hill. Okay. It's not even written in on the inside. There's an online like textbook that goes with it. Right? 14, are you sure? 6 of them. I know. And if you see her standing next to me, she's like about here. She's about ready to overshoot me anytime. let's see. So we're going to do U.S. government first, and then we will be doing economics. They are both McGraw-Hill textbooks. And I wasn't sure if we were going to do like a half year of government and a half year economics, so combined in 1 year, because I vaguely remember that's what we did in my senior year in high school. And it really just depended on like how in depth the books were. So here's the government book, and it is pretty thorough. I was looking through it. It has primary sources in it, political cartoons, charts, graphs, a ton of stuff. So has like foundations of American government, all the whole thing, how to do everything. Right. So one of the things I really like about this setup, and it's the same thing for U.S. government and economics, is it has an academic vocabulary for that lesson. So, for example, this lesson is on amendments. I'm reading it off the page here. Academic vocabulary, desecrate, and assurance. And then we have content vocabulary. And the content vocabulary is actually highlighted in the book. That's the way it was made. And then it has taking notes. Each lesson tells the student how to take the notes. So this one has, right here, this one has this type of note taking. Sometimes it's Venn diagrams, because then at the end of that lesson, it has like lesson 3 review, reviewing vocabulary. What does it mean for law enforcement to have probable cause? And then it says using your graphic organizer or using your notes, answer these 2 or 3 questions. So no, I didn't get an answer key, but I figured I could learn it or relearn it along with her. So United States government is chapters. It was like 22 chapters, and then the understanding economics is 19 chapters. So here's her last 2 history books. Those are heavy. Oh my gosh. Okay. 2 boxes down, and then one last one to go. So I'm going to start with the top with a couple of things that I did not order, but so we live in a travel trailer, as you all know, and there's not always room to like have everything all the time. And there's just some books that I don't want to ever get rid of. Do you not like it, Jack? Okay. What was I saying? Oh, I don't want to get rid of, but I want to hold on to them, but I want them like out in the open and getting into like taking up space. But we have storage. So sometimes I'll like get a book or a set of books and I'll leave them out. And then when they start to get bored of them, I will put them in a tote that we have in the outside storage pass-through. And 6 months, a year later, I'll pull them out and they're like, oh, that's so cool. For example, also at Books Million, we got this book for Jackson because he really likes reading nonfiction stuff, and he was pulling us out. Mind you, the kids do not have to do any schoolwork until June 3rd. I said from Thursday until June 3rd, no schoolwork at all, but they're deciding to do schoolwork. So we got instant history. It has everything in here from like early modern period, the 19th century, Cold War to present day, war years. Let's look at Leonardo da Vinci. So it has name, timeline of his life and inventions, and then different types of work that he did and information about that. No, I'm not assigning him reading to this, but who am I going to stop if he wants to read and learn a little bit more about history, honestly? Who's going to say, no, you can't read that. Stop learning. This next set is from DK Eyewitness, and it's a set of 6 books that we got from Costco, like, I don't even know, 6 years ago or something. Here's what it is. Okay. Which one's your favorite, Jack?
Energy.
Energy.
Okay. I can get that out.
Yeah, buddy. Why don't you pull it out for me? Thanks. All right. So they are like paperback, but more sturdier cover and spine. lots of pictures and information. Jackson, what was that thing you told me the other day you thought was really interesting about the sound waves underwater?
Oh,
Come here. Tell the screen if you want. You don't remember? Okay. It was some animal that was like the most deadly animal because their sound waves underwater was like equivalent
200 decibels.
to 200 decibels. So he learns random.
Shrimp.
Oh, it was a shrimp. A shrimp of all things. So he learned something interesting. So that'll have sitting out too. Again, like I'm not gonna assign or anything like that. Well, this is just paper. Like we always have paper, so. All right, so most of this other stuff is for Jackson. So let me tell you these changes for Jackson. He is going to be studying mythology this year, like Greek mythology. Yes, Jack? Yeah, go ahead. Greek mythology, Roman mythology, Norse, and other types. And I thought about like, are we going to get like a lesson plan on like answering question and answer things and write papers and things like that? But he does really well, just like, I'll just want to read the information. I'm going to tell you these random facts for you. So what I was thinking of doing, so I got this off of Amazon. It says my homeschool notebook. There's a lot of covers to choose from, and Jackson picked up this one because it's dragons, it's mythology. He really likes dragons. So for any of those that are joining us, I'm just doing a little show and tell some books that I got recently, the last week as they trickled in. So this one, I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. So we got 2 pages of this. There's a box where you can draw or write a graph or draw a picture or whatever. It has a date and a topic and lines. And then after that, it has 2 pages of vertical ones. Same thing, date, topic, lines. So what I was thinking is as we study mythology, like I'll say, okay, Jackson, just, read like 3 to 5 pages today or look at 3 or 5 pages a day. Jackson?
Why?
Because she wants to go. Let her go. Why don't you put some water in her dish? All right. So like 3 to 5 pages. And then, like when you're reading stuff and you say, hey, Mom, did you know? When that thought comes to your brain, write it down in the book. And so it's 100 pages front and back. I doubt he'll fill up the whole thing with mythology, but I thought it was a neat way for him to write whatever random facts he thinks he needs to share with the world and with my brain, and then pictures. So what's not here is I did order a couple more things, like one more school related thing, and that was a coloring book that had Roman and Greek gods and goddesses. And so I thought it'd be neat that sometimes maybe I'll read stuff out to him and he can color pictures as I read and then maybe take them into here. Okay. And then I got this one because I thought it was really cute. It's a sloth. Can't hurt to have an extra notebook around here, right? Okay. Right. Hold, please. Okay. So there's a coloring book of Greek and Roman gods, and then there is a like National Geographic mythology book that is coming tomorrow. And honestly, I could have waited, but I have like these 3 or 4 boxes of books sitting around. I want to get rid of the boxes and get into them and start kind of tentatively scheduling them out. I haven't figured out how I'm going to schedule out yet. I haven't figured out if I'm going to try planning out the whole year and then just putting a date put a date by the assignment when we actually do it, or check it off as we do it. I'm not sure yet. Okay. So we have this book. It is a little thinner than I thought it was going to be. Again, I got these all on Amazon. This one says Egyptian Myths and Legends. There's pictures and things in here. I like the pictures. Okay, it's short and sweet. Okay. Then I have this one that says Norse Mythology for Kids, Tales of Gods, Creatures, and Quests. It's been written by Matthias Nordvig, PhD, and it has a Norse glossary. So this is what it looks like. Again, it's one of those books that, like, hey, so, pick up a book, look or read 3 or 5 pages of it. If it's some of these stuff is, like this one is Frigg, and it's Goddess of the Marshes, and it's like 3 pages, maybe 4 pages. Read the story and then maybe try to copy a picture, or just write down some things. I hadn't really thought about, like, am I going to assign exactly every single thing here, or I'm going to leave it at the hymn. And me and Jackson kind of thought, let's do 3 to 5 pages, and I got the idea because we've done apology and notebooks in the past. My kids are not fans of the churchy stuff, as they call it. We do go to church, but I don't bring religion into science, that sort of thing. So anyways, I thought mythology might be fun. We've done like the founding of America for the last 2 years for him, so I thought it'd be fun to do something different. Now, this book right here is big. Okay, it is I'm gonna mess up this title word. Dialaris, Book of Greek Myths. Every blog post I've looked at or talked to about anything about mythology in middle school highly suggested this book. So this book has lots of pictures in there, table of contents, it has maps, and it has stories in there. So this would be the book that I was thinking that I could, like, read the story out loud while Jackson uses his colored pencils and crayons and stuff to color in that coloring book a picture pertaining of a god pertaining to the story that we're reading about. All right, we got another Norse mythology book. It's kind of thin. It is Norse mythology, history for kids. Very plain. So yeah, if you're trying to do mythology for your middle grade kids or high school kids, guess what? Greek mythology is the most readily available. And speaking of Greek mythology, I got this book. It was used on Amazon. I didn't realize it was a library copy. Pictures, words. And a lot of times when I was looking online about how to study Greek mythology, they talked about the Percy Jackson movies and the books and things like that. But he's read all of them, the Percy Jackson series of books. And we watched the movies that are out there. So not sure which books I might have him read that might pertain to Greek or Roman mythology. We're going to do Greek, Roman, Norse, and Egyptian. We have this one, Ultimate Greek Mythology, Adventurous Stories, Fun Facts, Amazing History, and Beyond. So we got Essential Greek Mythology. And then we have this awesome family tree. And then we have the gods and goddesses and how to pronounce their name. So now Jackson, when he reads the Percy Jackson, Rick Riordan family of books, he can actually pronounce them how they're supposed to be. And this one's really pretty. It's by National Geographic. It's a hardback. Let's see here. Let me get to a good page for you. All right, so Cronus, and it's a picture of Cronus. Kronos?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Cronus. Not an O. There's a It's a U, not an O, huh? And then it has a story of him right here. Pictures. And then that's it. And it just keeps going through all the different gods and goddesses. Artemis, Hera, Aphrodite, Hermes, and onward, and Aries. So that is what I got. So Jackson is going to be doing the geography, and then he's going to be doing the mythology as opposed to more U.S. history or Italy is going to be doing U.S. government instead of geography because she's ready for it. Okay. I think that's it. Does anybody got any questions for me? Please put them in the comments down below, or if you're watching this live, please leave a comment in the live stream. If there's any books you want like a closer look through, let me know. I am planning to do a like recap of the resources we used this last year and what worked and what didn't work and why it didn't work. Okay. I don't know what else to say. So if you don't got any questions for me, I'm going to say goodbye. Anything else I should add, Jack?
No.
No? Oh, that's right. One more thing. Jackson is going to be doing Swiss Family Robinson book study. How do I like the books I picked? Well, a few of them were a little thinner than I would like, but I really like the pictures, and I like how I like the pictures. I like how the words are pronounced, and I really like that one book that had the family tree in it. They all came in really good condition. They were all used editions from Amazon, but other than the library copy, discontinued library copy, they were really good, I felt like. Oh, and Mally, since you know my kids, guess what? Jackson is over halfway done with his grade 6 math. So, which is, ahead of where he should be anyway. Both these kids are 2 years ahead of where they should be in the fall. So, I am a little disappointed with this one because I thought it'd be thicker. But I do like how much information is crammed on these pages. Like, their greatest god in Egypt was Amun-Ra, as his double name tells us. He was 2 gods joined together. Okay. Right, yeah. And he is really good at math. Like, he has not made a single mistake. If there's something, I'll be like, yeah, right, 10th and 11th grade work. Like, hey, Jackson, you know how to do this? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I'll write down an example from the lesson. I said, okay, prove it to me. And he'll do it correctly. I'm like, all right. And I'll give him like 2 or 3 or 4, and he does them all. And so I'm like, all right, we move to the next one. The new one was dividing a decimal by a decimal, how you have to move the decimal over to the right on the outside number and then move the same number of spaces on the inside number and divide like normal. He doesn't like long division, not because he doesn't know how to do it, but because it sucks and he doesn't like writing it out. He loves to do it all in his head. All right, so this one was a little thin, and I'd really wish that these pictures were in color. Jackson, do you like math? Why? He says he does not like math, but he's really good at it. Huh? Okay. Jackson said he does not like math because it's math, but I'm adding he's really good at math, even though he doesn't like it. Mally says you're going to need to learn how to do taxes for her, okay? No? No. Yeah, taxes. No fun on there. All right. What did you think about the books that I showed to you? Other than the geography books that Jackson's doing instead of Ileana, everything we either had it already, like the bits of history knowledge, and then the 6-book set of science stuff. Everything else I ordered off of Amazon recently. And the reason I'm buying everything on Amazon, it's funny. So my bank card expired. Okay. And then I got a new one. And then like a month later, I misplaced it. It's still misplaced. Amazon's one of those places I've saved my card payment information to, so that's why I am doing it all through there. It's either in the truck or the house. I just haven't found it. And if I don't find it, I don't know, by the end of June, I will finally order another copy, which sucks because I'm gonna have them do another copy and then overnight it to me. So it's gonna be extra. I'm not sure. So there's that. So yeah, that's why I'm ordering everything off of Amazon, because then I'm in the middle of the mountains. Not really, but like 10 miles from town. Yeah, so well, kind of. So I know that when we leave here at the end of July, very like beginning of August, end of July, that as we're traveling and heading back towards Texas from Washington, that we won't be doing schoolwork 4 days a week like we've been doing up here, or even 5 days a week sometimes. So we kind of just take breaks when we need to or feel like it. Like we were in Texas one year, we didn't just work for like the whole month of June because it was after Ellie's birthday and I waited. Another time it was like June and July. So the whole time we're traveling, we don't really do schoolwork. They read sometimes. We go to like national parks, museum, things like that. But since we're here, like we're not doing any schoolwork at all. I said, Illy, we can be done with school as soon as you finish your history and your science book. And so she did on Thursday the 17th. So from there until Monday, June 3rd is no schoolwork. That's another reason why I want to do this unboxing video thing, is because I wanted to get everything out and start like figuring out like time-wise how much time it's going to take. Because once we got up here to Washington, they were towards the end of their curriculum, so they didn't have a full load of stuff. Ileana screws through her literature, all-in-one literature book that had like short stories, poems, and chapter books, or like chapters from books in it, for her to like read and study, answer questions. They're all like themed, like a theme about love, a theme about peace, a theme about courage, and things like that. But she like, it was like 42 different selections and she cruised through them. But you know, she's a really fast reader. So I thought I'd just have her go to the next thing, but she wanted to finish everything before she started over again. So then usually we'll end our school year the Friday before Ellie's birthday, and then we'll take a few week break and then start up again. That was a roundabout answer, but yes, we have a summer break. Or, you know, whenever we feel like it. Okay. I think that's it. I keep on saying that, and I think I'm worse to talk about. I know it's annoying, Jackson. It's fine. Okay. I check on one thing here, and then I think we'll probably go or something. Well, I'm glad that you showed up, Mally, because if you hadn't shown up, I would have been talking to myself nonstop for 30 minutes. So, anyhow, thanks again. For anyone watching this afterwards, leave comments, ask questions. I will gladly answer them. And stay tuned for more homeschooling stuff and more You're going to try and do something productive. I'm going to break down these boxes and then I'm going to cry. I love buying curriculum, but I also hate having to figure it all out, but it's fine. I also like shopping online too, so there's that. All right, Melly. I'll see you around. Thanks again, everyone, and have a good night.